This is Replicant Fish. Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Hope you're doing well. I have a few changes coming up on the channel. Some changes some of you won't like. You will still get the same amount of content, just in a different way. So I will be increasing the gaming and sci-fi content on the channel to pad things out a bit. And one of you did say this yesterday as well. But I have been planning this for a while, and I may start doing weekly live streams on Sundays for a couple of hours. But I may reduce the mainline videos, the main content, to about 3-4 videos a week. And the rest will be sci-fi and gaming content, obviously still with elements of red pill, obviously. Still fish. But it's to protect and also expand the channel. So going forward, expect a variation of content, but mostly to pad out the mainline content. But enough waffling, enough fish waffling. I don't have an article, but I do have something interesting to read. Something quite interesting. You see, so many men would live their life on default to go out there to look for a woman, to look for a wife, to find love, if you will. There are many men out there that they would be seen as cells. The thing is, these men could pay to break their virginity, but the thing is, many men actually want that from a woman who loves them. And sadly, this is where so many men are going wrong. They're looking for love. They're looking for a woman to love them, and a woman they can love in return. The thing is, if you're a man looking for that, you have to understand you may never find that. Most men never actually find that. They find what they assume is that, and then later on they realize no, it was how they felt at that moment in time. Like the video I made about the man who married a, let's say, overweight woman, because he liked her personality, but he could barely even sleep with her. My God, the man was struggling to get off once as he's, for lack of a better word, breaking her off multiple times, yet he can barely get off himself. That's somewhat sad and depressing, wouldn't you say? That's not the life you want. And the point is also, stop valuing sex as if it's something so great. It really isn't. It's just an act. Obviously a highly desirable act, because by nature and survival, of course we're supposed to breed. Of course sex is supposed to be so powerful, the desire is supposed to be so rich. If not, most of us would not be here. But let's begin. From wikipedia.org. Prince Charming. Yes, many great stories do start like fairy tales, do they not? Like a new relationship. Prince Charming is a fairy tale character who comes to the rescue of a damsel in distress and must engage in a quest to liberate her from an evil spell. What's that, her ex-boyfriend? Who knows? The classification suits most heroes of a number of traditional folk tales, including Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Cinderella, even if in the original story they were given other names or no name at all. Often handsome and romantic, these characters are essentially interchangeable, serving as a foil to the heroine. In many variants, they can be viewed as a metaphor for a reward the heroine achieves for the decisions she makes. So what reward do these heroines get for signing up to OnlyFans? What sort of reward is that? The prominence of the character type makes him an obvious target for revisionist fairy tales. Prince Charming is also used as a term to refer to the idealized man some people dream of as a future spouse. Okay, to get that out of the way, to point out the Prince Charming fact, of which we all know the Prince Charming fairy tale nonsense being sold to us. The point of showing that is how it's seen as a fairy tale, yet how it is ingrained and programmed into so many of us, men and women. You see, women's point of view is the damsel in distress. A man's supposed to come and save you. He's supposed to come and protect you and take care of you. No matter if you're a destructive damsel in distress, no matter if you're in distress because you're somewhat of a garden tool of a damsel that got yourself in that tower, if you will, because you were chasing some guy that lived in a tower, whatever. The point is, it would teach women to always expect and want and desire a man to do so much, to be sacrificial in a sense, to sacrifice his life for her, for his love for her, his passion, his desire, his want to have a family. You see, understand, from their point of view, the fairy tale is for you to just give everything you have, just give up. And a woman that can be so alluring, that can act as if she needs a man to save her, well, of course, then she deserves a prize. The prize of the man, the fool. And for the men, they're sold the fact they will get a reward for a woman after they have gone through the trials, the hurdles, the obstacle courses, battled dragons, fought all manner of monsters just to get to her, like Geralt looking for Yennefer from The Witcher. Small tangent, my god, stunning game, but Geralt did simp quite a lot in that game. Yes, of course, Yennefer's fine, but come on. But back on track, the fairy tales. Men are promised their queen, their Snow White, their Cinderella, queen from wherever, if they just wait and go through the trials. All of that is crap and nonsense. If you're a man waiting and living your life in the hopes of finding a woman and thus your life will become better, you're wasting your life. You're wasting precious, valuable time for something that may never be, for something that many men, including myself, thought was. But the truth is, it's not. 'Tis a fairy tale. The fairy tale is the matrix of which many men are learning to come out of. Having to ingest a pill, this rouge or crimson pill, just so they can see the truth. To wipe away the mess, the lie of the fairy tale. The princess, the queen, to see the regular woman standing there. It's just a regular woman, nothing special at all. Yes, of course you want to sleep with her. 'Tis normal, 'tis natural. As grown adults, with consent, bust and move, bust and move. The point is to not waste your life in the hopes of finding something that does not even exist. Something sold to you in the hopes you believe it exists. Therefore you live your life structured around the hopes of finding this unicorn of a woman. Not saying there aren't any good women out there. The thing is, the ratio of women you will come across, how many of them can you say are actually good women? And the question is, what is a good woman? Many women would claim themselves good. They would lie that they're pure and clean. The difference is, as a man, I won't lie. I won't tell you I'm pure and clean. I'm an angel. Oh, look at Replicant Fish's wings. Even I know that's crap. Even I know that's a lie. Thus, it's hilarious. But the difference is, in dealing with the female creature, you have to believe the lie. You have to believe she's innocent and delicate, that she is a princess, a damsel in distress, who needs a knight to come and save her. The knight, the fool, the simp being you. Too many men have wasted time searching the lands, looking for queens trapped in castles and palaces and all that crap, instead of creating their own hero's journey, as in their life, as in expanding their flipping life, hustling to make things happen. Fine, you're not where you want to be yet, but work towards it. At least you're working towards it. You're on that path. Fine if you're not in shape yet the way you want to be. Keep working on it. You're on the path. Keep seeking the adventure of improvement, not the adventure of another woman. Come on, that gets flipping boring. It gets boring quite easily. You will then look and understand, my God, 'twas no majesty here. 'Twas no great adventure. No, it was just a woman. It's just a woman. Yeah. Yay. Yay. The point is not to see women as monsters and inhuman creatures, even if some do act that way. The point is to just see them as women. Nothing extravagantly monstrous, but nothing extravagantly great either. Just as female human beings. Your desire is supposed to drive you crazy. More the reason to control it. If you want to know what being with a woman is like, and that is driving you crazy, get it out of your damn system. Then you may see, well, what, that's what all the fuss is about? Yeah. Yeah, trust me. Many men will tell you that's what the fuss is about, but it just depends on how some see it. Men should see themselves as a prize, because many women are hoping a man would come along and save them, if not financially or romantically, maybe even just sexually. Many of them still do need a man to come and save them. Hence, in the lockdown, there are many damsels in distress. Just do not be the fool of a white knight, of a simp on horseback, riding to the rescue, with your cape billowing in the wind, hoping for the sweet joy of a sweet smash. There's more to life. Far more. Indeed. In other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.